Assalamu alaikum, this is Muhammad Umar and welcome back to Advanced English. Guys, today I'm gonna teach you a massive difference between the two accents. I'm talking about British and American accents. And I'm quite sure that there are so many students who are following these accents. And if you wanna sound more British and American, then do watch this video till end and let's get started. Guys, if you wanna sound more British, then there is no need to pronounce every R. If you want to sound more British, then there is no need to pronounce every R. In case if R is followed by a vowel sound, in case if R is followed by a vowel sound, at that time you need to pronounce the R. But if R is not followed by a vowel sound, or we can say if R is followed by a consonant sound, at that time there is no need to pronounce the R. Have a look at curious and arrange. Curious and arrange. Here we need to pronounce the R. Do you know why? Because R is followed by a vowel sound. That's why we need to pronounce the R. Curious and arrange. Arrange. Taking another example. Work. Work. Shirt. Shirt. Here we don't need to pronounce the R. Here in these two words we don't need to pronounce the R because R is not followed by a vowel sound, or we can say R is followed by a consonant sound. That's why here we don't need to pronounce the R. Shirt, not shirt, shirt and work, work, work. But guys, in American accent you need to pronounce every R. In American accent you need to pronounce every R, like work, work. In British accent we need to pronounce it work, work. But in American accent we need to pronounce the R, and we had to pronounce this work. Work means we need to pronounce R. Let's move towards the second difference between the two accents, as we already know that there's a vocabulary difference between the two accents. For example, in British accent we say biscuits. In American accent we say cookies. In British accent we say or we pronounce biscuits, but in American accent we say cookies. Actually, I have already made a video on it. If you haven't seen that video so far, then link is in the description. And guys, there is also prepositional difference between the two accents. There's also prepositional difference between the two accents. Have a look at, in American accent, we should say, what are you doing on Christmas? What are you doing on Christmas? So we use the preposition on in American accent. But same in the British accent, we should say, what are you doing at Christmas? What are you doing at Christmas? So have you got any difference? Have you got any difference between the two accents? In American accent, we use on. In American accent we use it on, but in British accent we use it at. Taking another example, in American accent we should say I'm going there on this weekend. I'm going there on this weekend. But in British accent we should say I'm going there at this weekend. I'm going there at this weekend. So in British accent we replace it on with at. Furthermore, American use past simple. Furthermore, American use past simple when describing something that has recently occurred. American use past simple when describing something that has recently occurred. While in the UK, they use present perfect to denote such kind of actions. Guys, if you have recently come home, if you have recently come home, then in British accent you should say that I have come home. I have come home. But in American accent you should say that I came home. I came home. Because I have already told you, in American accent we used to describe recent action with past simple. Or if I have recently gone somewhere, or if I have recently gone somewhere, in British accent we should say that I have gone there. In British accent we should say I have gone there. But in American accent we should say I went there. I went there. Hope you got it out and out. Guys, if you really like my videos, then keep sharing. Assalamu alaikum.